Maggie Q is back, baby. If you're like me and loved her work in Nikita and Naked Weapon, you know this is exciting. And she stepped into the incredible world of Renée Ballard. For those new to it, Ballard is a compelling spin-off from Amazon Prime's hit show Bosch, both of course drawing from the legendary Michael Connelly novels. Stick with me as we unravel every twist and turn of Ballard's explosive first episode. Episode 1 wastes no time. It throws us straight into the action. Detective Renée Ballard is already mid-chase, trailing a suspect into a laundromat where things escalate fast. There's a shootout, tension's high, but she manages to bring the guy down. His name? Wendell Jones. He's been off the radar for almost a decade. And now, he's the first major win for LAPD's newly formed Cold Cases Division, a team built for one purpose: to clean up the cases the system forgot. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Ballard isn't working with your usual lineup of cops. She's practically broke, her department underfunded, and barely respected. Her crew? A ragtag mix of volunteers. We've got Ted Rawls, who owns a security company; Colleen Hatteras, a stay-at-home mom turned amateur researcher; Martina Castro, an eager intern; and retired officer Thomas Lafont, who's probably seen it all. It's the island of misfit detectives, and Ballard's expected to make magic happen. After the Wendell bust, the team gets handed a new case that's way murkier. A man was found dead in the woods. No name, no ID, but what haunts Ballard is CCTV footage of him near a bus stop, cradling a baby. That visual sticks with her. But when she tries to contact the original investigating officer, she hits a wall. Before she can make headway, politics shows up at her doorstep. Jake Perlman, a city council member, shows up with a senior cop, Nelson Hastings. Turns out Jake's sister, Sarah Perlman, was murdered back in 2001, and her case went cold. The main suspect back then was her ex-boyfriend, Brian Richmond, but nothing ever stuck. Now Jake wants answers, and Hastings makes it crystal clear. If Ballard doesn't crack this case, her entire unit might go under. So not only is she chasing ghosts, she's doing it with her job on the line. Eventually, Ballard tracks down the officer who handled the John Doe case, Samira Parker. She's left the force, and now works security at a club, clearly carrying baggage from her time on the job. Ballard pushes her for the truth, and Parker opens up. She wanted to go deeper into the case back then, but someone higher up shut her down. She remembers the victim might have stayed at a shady motel called Sunbeam Lodge, where she also witnessed the manager harassing a woman. Add in some suspiciously deleted 911 calls, and it smells like a cover-up. Parker is torn, guilt-ridden, but hesitant to get involved again. Ballard asks her for just one day to prove it's worth reopening. Parker agrees, but she's clearly still watching her back. Ballard is also still grinding on the Perlman case. She floats the idea that the fingerprint tape used back in 2001 might still carry the killer's DNA. It's a long shot, but it's all she's got. After a long day, she finally heads home to Paradise Cove, where she lives with her grandmother Tutu and her dog Lola. The house may be peaceful, but Ballard is clearly not. She opens up to her grandmother about something traumatic that happened last year, something she hasn't fully dealt with. Tutu suggests calling Aaron, the local lifeguard, and Ballard's maybe more than a friend. Ballard brushes it off, but it's clear she's drowning in stress. Back on the case, Parker tries returning to Sunbeam Lodge, but gets stonewalled again. Still, her presence stirs something. A woman calls the police station asking for her but hangs up fast. It's suspicious. On the forensic side, Ballard finally gets a break. The DNA from the crime scene comes back with a match. Now she just needs something from the prime suspect, Brian Richmond. So she goes rogue and visits his tattoo parlor, hoping to grab a used glove. But he catches her and snaps. He's sick of being hunted by the cops. Things spiral from there. Officer Robert Olivas shows up at Ballard's office, claiming he's just following up on that mystery call. But Ballard's cold reaction says a lot. They've got history, and it's not good. Later, she confides in Parker. She was sexually assaulted by a fellow officer last year, and when she reported it, the system turned its back on her. No one supported her. That's how she ended up in Cold Cases, a department nobody wanted, now becoming her quiet rebellion. She invites Parker to join the cause, and after hearing the full story, Parker finally agrees. But just as things start moving, they take a darker turn. Parker returns to Sunbeam Lodge and discovers a cleaning worker, Yulia Kravitz, has been murdered. She remembers seeing the girl before. It doesn't take long to realize this might have been the same woman who called the station. And now she's dead. Ballard, meanwhile, gets another call from forensics. The DNA from their mystery killer? It's linked to an older case, the murder of Laura Wilson. That shifts everything. If this killer's been active this long, they're not just dealing with an isolated incident. They're chasing a serial. And the officer who worked the Laura Wilson case? Harry Bosch. That's it for episode 1. Want to see a full season recap? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video and smash that subscribe button.